Hello and welcome to Coveo Bite Sized Learnings. In this video, we are going to learn how to test any query pipeline on any search interfaces without ever occurring the risk of disrupting the search experience for your end users. Coveo Bite Sized Learnings are as short as they are sweet, so let's get started. Before we jump into the testing process, let's do a quick refresh on query pipelines and how queries are routed through them. Let's say you have multiple search interfaces, one for your customer portal, another for your agent panel, and a third one for your intranet. Following best practices, each one of them will send their query through their own query pipelines. This will enable you to create tailored search experience for each of your audiences. But how does the Coveo platform determine which pipeline to choose? Routing is what determines in which query pipeline a query is sent. To do so, the platform uses a four-step process. Number one, is the query pipeline specified in the search token? So just for you know, the current bite-sized learning will not work if the pipeline is set inside the search token. If you're not sure about this, just ask your developer. If the query is not specified in the search token, then the platform will validate, is the query pipeline specified in the search interface? And this is what we will leverage in this current scenario. If the query pipeline is not specified in the search interface, the platform will validate, is the incoming query matches a condition set on any query pipelines. This can be easily validated in the query pipeline section of the Coveo V2 Admin Cloud console. And finally, if none of the elements above matches, then the query will be redirected to the default query pipeline, and the default query pipeline is what you have set to be the default pipeline in your admin console. Now for the main event. It is possible to route a query from any search interface to any given query pipelines using only the page URL. So this trick relies on the routing rule number 2 at the level of the search interface. However, like mentioned previously, it will only work if the query pipeline is not set inside the search token. If you're not sure, check with your developer. To force the search interface to use a given query pipeline, the only thing you need is to add this at the end of your URL. Interrogation mark, pipeline is equal the name of your pipeline. So for example, if your page URL is this, so ending with demo, then you could route the query for your session to the query pipeline of your choice by entering this at the end of the URL. Interrogation mark, pipeline is equal the name of your pipeline. What is really great about this is that it will only work for you during your specific visit. In other words, it's perfect for testing, especially in production. Let's see this in action. Here in my Coveo Cloud organization, we can see that there's two query pipelines that are currently displayed, demo and copy of demo. We can also see that there's a condition that specifies that query coming from the demo search interface will be routed to the demo query pipeline. One thing to note, there are no routing rules set on the search token on any of the interface we will be using for this demo. If we have a look inside the copy of demo pipeline, in triggers, we can see that there is a rule that will be triggered only if I'm logging to my page using this specific email address, which is the one I'm using to connect to this organization. Now let's go and have a look at the demo search interface. As we can see right now, there's no message being displayed, although I'm logged in with the email address that we just saw. What we want is to tell this page to go through the copy of demo query pipeline instead of the demo one. So to do so, I will remove this from the URL and enter interrogation mark, pipeline is equal copy of demo. Notice here that this is exactly the name that we have in the query pipeline, including the upper and lowercase. So this feature is case sensitive. And by pressing enter, the trigger is now displayed. So this proves that the search interface is now using the copy of demo query pipeline instead of demo. What is really great about this technique is that it will not affect any other user but yourself. So in other words, if you know exactly the name of the query pipeline, you can simply test it into your production environment or any environment. In conclusion, with this, you can safely assume that no other end user than you will be able to see the feature that you are testing in your query pipeline. Thank you for watching this edition of Coveo Bite Sized Learning. Please share this video with your team and subscribe to the Coveo Insight YouTube channel and our e-learning playlist in order to learn more about using the Coveo suite of relevance tools to make your business personal. For more in-depth training course, please visit www.coveo.com/training.